We have a quorum, right?
Yep.
Yep.
We're all set.
Good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Stoughton Redevelopment Authority meeting on Wednesday, September 11th, 2024 at 6 o'clock. In accordance with Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023, which extends the Governor's March 12, 2023 order suspending certain provisions of the Open Meeting Law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20, until March 31, 2025, this meeting will be conducted both in person and virtually via Google Meets. A recording of the meeting, transcript, or other comprehensive record of the proceeding will be posted on the town's website and SMAC. Times are approximate, and items may be taken out of order at the chair's discretion. I'd like to call to order. Anybody ready to open the meeting?
We can open. I make a motion to open the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have a quorum. We have 3 people here. Can everybody stand, please, for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stay standing for a moment of silence. Today is September 11th. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we are going to start our meeting per usual. Do we have anybody from the public online who needs to like to speak? Anybody?
Yes, hello?
Good morning, Cynthia. Good afternoon, Cynthia.
Yes, Cynthia Walsh, 1096 March Street. May I know who's present at the meeting, please?
Yes, you may. Bob Desmond, Lisa Lyons, myself, Roberta Harback, and our secretary, Donna Jutras.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other comments, Cynthia?
No, I always enjoy tuning into your meeting.
Thank you. We love it. Thanks. Okay, next up, chairman's comments. Bob, anything?
I had a CPC meeting last week, and just to kind of update the committee. One of the concerns with the projects is the timeline, the sunshine clause. So they're currently working on that, but some of the projects are at a standstill as far as funding is concerned. So I just wanted to bring that to the committee's attention. I'm not sure if that's going to get addressed at the fall town meeting or, but at this current point, some of the projects are at a standstill until further notice. The other thing was the dog park.
Yeah.
That's going to be hopefully completed by October. For those that have driven by, you can probably see the progress that they've made, and so hopefully that's going to open up. And one other thing, we did get one late entry as far as the developer's concerned that may be thinking about doing some a project in Stoughton, and it might be looking for some CPC funds and moving forward with that. So just an update as far as the meeting's concerned and some of the issues that we discussed.
Do you
Woof
know,
woof.
sorry, go ahead.
That's all I said. Woof woof. That's all.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what kind of development is he looking to do? Or she, sorry.
I'm not we got the email at like 6 o'clock that night. I think someone had reached out to, or Pam had reached out to the CPC, and they were just in preliminary talks right now, so nothing.
Hello?
Hi, Cynthia. Can you hear us now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't hear. Somebody must have turned me. Once you went to Bob, there was no more sound.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So they didn't tell you, is it housing, is it commercial? They didn't tell you
No, just
anything?
a brief mention of it, and to be on the lookout for it. So those were pretty much the highlights. They are looking at better controls as far as CPC is concerned, and when someone comes with a project, they're more involved in the timeline now, because they're kind of looking back at all the funding, what was spent, and if you come to us, it's like you're building a porch on your house, there's a specific time frame. And so that's what they're looking for as far as that,
That's good.
going forward. So that's my my update from CPC.
Anything for you, Lisa?
Oh, I'm good.
And I am good too. Okay, Donna, do you have any comments?
I do not at this time.
Wow, we're buzzing right along here. All right, the consent agenda is up next. We have minutes of the last meeting. Did everybody get a chance to review them? Anybody have any questions, or does somebody want to make a motion to accept the open minutes of August 14th?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, paid bills. Anybody have any question on paid or unpaid bills?
I'm sorry, if I can just find Donna's agenda here. I'm good.
Sign, utilities,
Yeah.
keys, boxes, moving boxes. You guys all good with that?
Yes.
Does somebody want to make a motion to pay? Do we need the exact amount or no? I don't think we do, do we? Do we usually do the exact amount to pay the bills? We don't have it, so we usually don't do it then.
What, you make a motion
To
to
pay all
the
the, to
bills?
pay the bills, yeah.
I make a motion to pay the bills.
Second it, Bob? Or not?
I second to pay the bills that were attached to the documentation.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Unpaid bill, any correspondence? Let's see. Oh, some bill from Providence Mutual. Okay, that's just the regular statement. Did you have any concerns over that, Donna?
No, I did not, no.
Okay. All right. Item 5, finance review. This is still that document that we haven't received, correct?
The first one was just a copy of the deposit slip for the overpayment. We did receive the overpayment last month, but the deposit slip came after the meeting packet was created. So I just put that for transparency so everybody would see that, it was deposited. And then the second item is the invoice for the rent from the landfill that came in. They sent us a remittance slip. And then the third item is the water bill, which you asked me to give to the tenant at Perry Street.
Right. Okay. All right, anybody have any questions for Donna on any of those things?
I have questions, but not on those things.
Okay. Are
we gonna talk about the move and when
Yep,
we actually?
yep, I'm just going in the order,
Okay.
yeah, so that, annual report for the executive housing and, livable communities, have we
Yes.
gotten anywhere?
Nope, I've contacted her multiple times. She has not responded to me. So at that point, I contacted you and you asked me to contact Reggie, and I did email him, and he did not respond either.
All right, so we just hope we don't get in trouble?
I guess. Or we wait till October when he comes back.
I mean, that's pretty sad that these people can't get it done.
She won't even return my calls.
I mean, do we still have all the information that we should give it to somebody else to do? I mean, do you think she's even you've been calling her for 2 months?
I've called 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I think we need to follow up with it. I mean,
She's been following up.
I
I
know.
didn't
I
know
mean-
if maybe you wanted to call as the chair. Maybe you'd have more clout than me.
I don't, that's just being rude. I mean,
yeah, well, I mean, going through the year-end process and trying to get your information, I must have called them 6 or 7 times just to
Right.
get one 1099, and so I would think maybe we finish it up. They have the information. We send her an email and a phone call, and just say, you know, we need some type of response here, we're under the timeline, and then next year, let's just, you know, think about going somewhere else. I think
Yeah.
the reason we went was, you know, before it was like $2,700 if
Yeah.
I remember, and then this company was less, and if we're not getting any type of response, it's wonder why we're paying less then, so.
We're saving, yeah, because we haven't had to pay for it yet.
Right,
She said she wasn't sure if the report was even complete. She was gonna check with her assistant and she promised to get back to me. And she said herself, I will get back to you by Friday at noon. And I said, okay.
And that was over a month ago.
And that was over a month ago.
yeah,
And then I called her later that day after the noon deadline, and then I called her the Monday afterwards and she never responded.
I just don't understand why things have to be so hard.
I know.
I really just said,
Yeah, if you don't mind just sending her an email, I guess, too, Donna, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure I have her email address.
Oh, I don't even know who these people are, to be honest.
It's called a Casier Financial in Mansfield. I looked at a previous report and
Do we have anybody who can do that works in Stoughton? I always love to give business to people in
Oh, me
Stoughton.
too.
Don't we have lawyers?
well,
Or
Cats and
CPAs?
Cancellary in Stoughton had been doing it at Cabot Place. But the gentleman was quite elderly. So at that point, that's why we looked for another place.
As a CPA, right? Is that what you need?
yeah, you need a CPA.
Does it have to be a municipal or?
Well, Reggie's the treasurer, so Reggie was handling all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't
Maybe
involved
we'll
in
wait
it.
to ask Reggie.
And I would, and from my perspective, if you obviously include Reggie, but if you wanna include me as well, I'll go through my emails from December and see if I can find out her information and, you know, follow up with that as well. But if you've got an email where you're indicating that you called, no response, you know, we're under a timeline, then, you know, let's just take the information somewhere else and, you know, be proactive to, you know, I mean, to me, it's just ridiculous.
Okay, my thoughts, I second
Well-
that thought.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, I didn't turn the information over, Reggie did.
Right.
So I'm not sure what information to turn over, so,
Right,
because Reggie was handling it.
right.
And he
Right.
definitely did give it to her.
Well, she said, what I just
Right, it wasn't
quoted,
finished, so
that it
she
wasn't
must have
finished.
received it.
Right. But I mean, you send her an email, call her, no response, then just simply say, you know, then just send a follow-up email and say, you know, your service is no longer rendered, we're moving on to somewhere
Right.
else. I mean,
And then
it's-
Reggie can find somebody in
yeah,
October.
we're not gonna just, you
Yeah.
know,
If it's not done by the end of the month,
yeah,
right, 9:30?
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know?
Everybody's good with that?
Yeah, I'm good
Okay,
with that.
I don't think we
I
need
mean,
I don't think we need a vote on that. Okay, the next is the vote for the future funding of the Urban Renewal Plan to undergo the Mass Environmental Policy Act (MEPA) process. We said we would hold this off until this meeting.
Okay, I make a motion to deny funding for moving it to the Mass Environmental Policy Act.
Discussion, Bob?
So that's the second stage of that. So in other words, and just an update on that, I emailed Tom and said, hey, any update on this? And, you know, I have a call into Jeff, but have not connected yet. So again, we're talking 2 months ago, if my memory serves me correctly. I do know that from the town staff, Pam McCarthy had made some type of, corrections or something that she'd like to see changed. He was trying to work
On
with Jeff.
top of the new things?
No, I'm just
Oh.
saying, so from the town staff, I think there was 4 people that we need to get the approval.
Right.
Or feedback.
Right.
And in 2 months, we've gotten one person's input. And as far as our consultant's concerned, we haven't had any contact with him since 2 meetings ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, there's certainly not a part, an emphasis from the town's perspective that I can see that they wanna, work with us and collaborate and get this through the finish line. I would like to see it at least finished and then say to them, if you wanna take it to the next step, then you can pay for it, because we've done as much as we can. These new, requirements, are just a little bit too much for us to handle. So I would feel comfortable seconding that motion, but just, you know, that's the second portion of the funding, so I wanna be clear on that.
That is right, that's what I was just gonna clarify. I
Okay.
thought we had gotten it to the point right up until the next step would have to be to submit it to that mass environmental policy. Am
No.
I incorrect there? It sounds like I might be wrong.
Yeah, I think the first process would be that the town would have to sign off on it. And then the second step of that would be then to go to the next process,
Oh,
which,
so we've taken it as far, we just gotta,
yeah.
and did I hear you a moment ago say you did send an email to Tom and he did or did not answer you?
To Bill Roth, the town planner, I sent him an email
Oh,
and said,
sorry, okay.
hey, you know, what's going on? And his response was, I have a call into Jeff, which I do as well,
Oh, okay,
but have not connected.
okay.
My point being is, we gave it to him, correct me if I'm wrong, two
Yes.
meetings ago, which would be,
Yep.
we're in September, so I mean, we're talking
July.
in July. I don't know how long it takes to, or, you know, I would suggest maybe having one more follow-up meeting with them if they have any questions after he speaks with Jeff. And then say, you know, it's, you know, if you wanna take it to the next level and get it in front of the select board, then, you know, then that's kind of in their, that's their responsibility per se. But I do agree that if it does get passed for them and there is a stage 2, that we shouldn't pay for it. We've done enough from the authority's perspective and spent enough money that if the town wants to utilize this as a tool for future reference, then they can pay for it, so.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, for anybody who's watching, this committee has been working on an urban renewal plan, I don't know, before any of us were here.
Yeah.
5 years, maybe, at least.
Came on board in 2019 and they were, yeah.
And it's cost the redevelopment authority a lot of money.
Yeah.
I never was for the urban renewal plan, but I got in on the 9th inning. And it was paid for all the way through, all the different things and all the different tweaks that people in town hall wanted. And now that I guess it's taken so long, there are now new requirements that the state requires. And they're about 7,500? No, 75,000, sorry, $50,000 to $75,000 to complete this. And if the select board, it's basically, we kind of left it, Bob and I left it with the town manager and to let the selectmen know if this is something they want, and they want to instill in the town, or if that's the correct word, then we're not gonna pay the $75,000.
Correct.
If they want it, they can do it. Obviously, it hasn't been much mention of anybody moving it forward. And so we paid, I don't know, over $100,000, I
That
think,
sounds right.
for this. And we're kind of at, I told people we were gonna vote on it this week, and we're here, so the three of us are gonna make a motion to, like I said, we've funded everything up to the $75,000.
Yep.
And it-
I'll defer to whatever you wanna do, if you wanna delay it, if you wanna, I'm willing and able to vote on it now, but I'm also willing to wait, whatever you wanna do.
No, I'm perfectly content with that. We've bent over backwards, we've jumped through hoops, we've tried to coordinate meetings, to, you know, we've done everything humanly possible, and so now it's a waiting game between, you know, from the town's perspective, from the, you know, those people to, you know, sign off on it or come back and say, no, I want, you know, the whole thing was we brought it to them, they requested the changes, we paid for the changes, which was well over $10,000.
Ridiculous.
And now the approval of that has been in their hands for over 2 months, and there's no follow-up, there's no, hey, you know, so it's
Even if they said, I'm really busy, I'll get back to you, this is important, anything.
anything, you know, hey, I haven't had a chance to look at this, or, you know, and so, like I said, I have no problem with, you know, voting down phase 2, because I just, you know, I just don't think
Yeah, I
it's-
mean, it's clear to me that
It's just the
the
wisdom of
redevelopment
it.
was the redevelopment authority's idea to do this.
Yeah,
Whether they consulted with the town manager or the planner or the developer at the time, whoever was sitting over there, I have no idea.
yeah,
But obviously, town hall doesn't seem to be all that concerned or care about it,
yeah.
and which is fine. I mean, I hate to say it, but, but right, I think the buck stops here and whatever.
Yeah.
So Lisa, you had a motion, did you wanna say it again, or? Did you get her motion down?
I did.
Okay.
Does Bob second it?
Second, yep.
All those in favor?
Hi.
Aye, so it's unanimous. All right, item 8, Perry Street, the move to Perry Street. We have price quotes, things to be done, and a timeline. So it looks, I guess we're trying to figure out who's gonna move, who we're gonna pay to move, and all that good stuff. And Donna is having the internet move this week
On the 19th.
on the 19th. So the next meeting will be at 24 Perry Street. So the stuff has to get out between now and,
Didn't we vote November?
Yes.
we have to be out of here. Oh, that's right, we can have the October meeting,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, all right, I misspoke.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
All right, me
yeah.
too.
Because that was my concern, you know, I just.
The
wanted-
October meeting is what day, how does it fall?
Well, we can't have the October meeting here if the internet's
Oh.
moved. So,
Ooh,
When you say moved, are you having it installed in Perry Street?
yes,
Okay, but you're not canceling this, or you canceled it for,
I didn't cancel it yet,
Okay.
but the date on the 19th, it is being canceled.
in here?
Yeah, because we need the time between the 19th and October 30th to get this stuff moved, and right now we don't have a mover lined up.
Okay, but,
do we have to have the meeting virtual?
We do not, no.
Okay, so that solves that issue.
So let Cynthia know that
Okay.
next month.
Well, I'm just saying,
Don't be
I mean, we didn't
concerned.
have it virtual when you weren't here. He came in, Smack came in, but we didn't have it virtual.
okay, so I guess my question would be, so the 19th, internet's gonna be installed at Perry Street?
Correct.
And the sign's been taken down out front.
Right, right. And by doing that, we're shutting off this internet on the same day.
That's correct.
We don't have to have a virtual meeting. We did when Donna couldn't make that meeting, and I didn't know how to run a virtual meeting. We still can have the meeting here, it just won't be virtual. People can't call in. It's gonna be an in-person meeting only.
Okay.
I mean, I can move the date on the internet.
No, just, if we don't have a, do we need to have
No.
No.
a camera?
No.
No, he'll
Well,
be
Smack will
here.
film.
Smack will film, it's
But-
just that we won't be able to interact with anybody.
Then
Right,
we're in the move, that's,
Right.
if.
yeah, she's
I was
already
just
got the
trying to get
date.
as much done between
Yeah,
now
she's got the
and-
date,
Of course,
keep
we
it.
don't wanna slow you down, cause
Yeah,
trying to coordinate it isn't
we'll
fun
just
either.
don't have a virtual meeting next month.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that, and it's just, moving the furniture out of here.
We cannot get a permit for parking to be reserved out front.
We cannot.
Cannot.
Yeah, where are we supposed to park over there? Oh, gosh.
No, she's talking about here to
The
move.
mover.
Oh,
We cannot get a permit to reserve spots out front.
okay, so in that case, what's the day that you're doing it?
We don't have a move date yet.
No, we don't have a move date, we're just worried about the.
So we're just talking about this table, this, and what's over there that needs to be moved.
And the lateral file cabinet in the back room and the stacking chairs.
Okay.
Which I'd love to put outside for free.
Which ones do you wanna put out for free?
The stacking chairs, I put some out over on Perry Street, they took them right away, they didn't take
I
the.
took one of the chairs.
Oh, well, whatever.
CVS needed it.
Oh, do you need any more?
Um,
I mean, those went because they're stacking.
yeah, I mean, we can take them over and put them over there if that's what you wanna do, I mean, that's not,
You want me to take a picture of them when we're done and I'll put it on Facebook?
sure, if you wanna do that.
But the prices
Oh, okay.
were coming in around 1,200, and those are by companies that are right in Stoughton.
I just can't, for what we have to move, can you even imagine? $1,200,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
12 to 18.
So I didn't know if the SRA wanted to rent a U-Haul or
What date is our meeting in October, November?
Probably the 7th or 8th, I think.
It's on a
calendar.
Wednesday, so
Yeah.
it'll be the 9th.
9th, thank you, the
Okay.
9th.
And that'll be still here, you're saying?
Yeah, but we
Okay.
just won't have any,
Okay, that's fine.
yeah, it won't be, so that means, I mean, anything can go, except as long as we have table and chairs for all, you know.
Right.
Right,
Okay.
so I don't know what you guys are thinking on,
Yeah, I mean, these are, I don't see anything that we just couldn't throw in the back of my truck and just bring over there with a couple
I
of
think the
trips.
photocopy is the issue though. That's why I suggested the U-Haul.
what photocopy, oh,
Cause you
that.
need something with a ramp to roll it up. I mean, how would you pick that up and put that in a truck? I mean,
Is it on wheels?
yeah, but
Oh, we'll just push it down,
The street.
just push it down the street.
that's a little bit of a distance.
If you had a big flat hand truck, you could push it down the street.
Yeah.
Or a truck with, no, you couldn't even do it with one of those ramp things because,
You could, but I don't know, you know, I mean, but besides that, these tables would be easy, this would be easy, that would be easy. Not easy, but, you know.
I was just gonna say.
It's,
Well, you just moved a table across the street, and
Right,
actually,
yeah.
these are smaller.
that's what I'm saying, so 1,
Those-
2, 3, and we could do something with the copy, but again, let me check with Buckley and, you know, I have no problem throwing the stuff in the back of my truck.
I've been taking stuff little by little
Yes.
and like, so a lot of the smaller
Is there
things-
any of these things, like, I just hate to say, it, like that black file cabinet, do we need that? That black thing right there? Says
Well,
office supplies?
Yeah, you need that.
We've been using them, yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if there's extra stuff we don't need, this is
Yeah.
the time to bring it to St. Vincent's.
Oh.
See, that's what I'm trying to say, why bring it over there?
No, that makes
This
sense.
stuff never should've came over here, it never should've went down the street, they just got way too much
What's
stuff.
that to the right of the copier?
That is where, the beige one was where all the photocopy paper and all the ink cartridges
Ah.
were being stored.
So,
Okay, I mean, that's fine. So yeah, we could probably,
I'll come and help.
it's the 11th, so yeah, I probably can't do it this weekend, but you know, I got the last week in September, last 2 weeks in September where, you know, I can just come over and throw a couple tables in the back here. So, but I'm gonna take everything except this.
Well, the thing is, well, I guess I look at it this way then, if you're go guns, and you wanna take it all over, then the meeting's over there. We don't have to know when the meeting is until the Friday before the meeting.
just call me and let me know.
Right, either show
Right,
up there or
so-
show up there, we'll plan on showing up here,
So we
but
have
if
1,
Bob's
2,
really
3.
ambitious,
So 3 weeks, so yeah, I mean, within 3 weeks, if I did one trip every week, I mean, I'd
yeah,
fill up my truck, I mean, it'd be pretty,
I could probably fit the fridge in the front seat of my car if I
You
push
don't
the
have any
seat back.
chores to do at your house.
you may wanna,
But that's why I
unplug it.
haven't hired a mover. I supplied
Right.
the quotes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm kind of in limbo right
yeah,
now,
I mean,
so.
$1,200 to me is just,
Crazy.
you know. But
Mhm.
that's just me, so I'm just one
Yeah.
person, so.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
agree with you.
So that was the first issue. The second issue is, the bulletin board has to come down and, I didn't have a correct size Allen wrench to get the screws out because you need an Allen wrench to get them out.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, if you had called me, I have an Allen wrench. That is every size Allen wrench you
I
can.
tried with my husband's set, but it was difficult. And then the third issue is, I spoke to the chair about it already, but, and it's for you guys to discuss.
Right.
The landlord approached me and asked us to leave the curtain rods and the curtains.
Oh, why, did we bring those here?
Of
Those are
course.
ours, we paid for them.
Well, then, our rent for next month
Yeah.
is, you know, $100 less, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
But we're not.
I don't think it's if Donna wants to put the curtains at the other place. So
Oh, she
if that's
does.
what she wants to put them, then
Well,
they come
we
with
have
us.
a window there,
Right.
I put a cafe rod up already.
Yeah.
I had an extra one, on the window. So as soon as we moved like the widescreen TV in and everything, I kind of think we need to cover up a little. We don't want
Right,
Oh.
everyone
Right.
peeking in and,
right,
so that's why I wanted to bring the curtains.
right. And I look at it this way, if you only needs one set, take one set and
No,
take one
just,
from each side and just stretch that thing across for her and she can have one of each. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Just,
fine.
if you pulled it across, she'll get some privacy. If we don't need both sets, who cares?
Well, I was gonna put 2 on the cafe rod,
Yeah.
and then I was gonna put 1 on the door with
Okay.
with a steel curtain rod.
Okay, then just take
Just
them
so
down.
people aren't
Then-
looking
Then
in.
take them, so she can't have them.
Is that our air conditioner too?
No,
No,
That's theirs?
yeah.
but leave the rods and let her get her own curtain.
If you
Do
don't,
we need the rods at the new places?
I would say no.
then leave
And
them.
leave the rods for
Then
me,
leave them.
right?
Right, we have a mini split at the other place, Bob.
Or if you want me to buy new curtains for the new place, I mean, whatever your wishes,
Those are
I'll
fine.
follow.
Those are
You
fine,
make the
yeah.
executive
Oh,
decision.
they're fine for now. I mean, right, it's fine.
So take the curtains?
Yeah, I would take them.
Okay.
All right, so we're holding off on getting them over. Donna's gonna do the internet next week or whenever it is, and
The 19th.
the 19th. And depending on how ambitious Bob is, we'll see where the meeting is next week, next month, right?
No pressure.
We'll plan on it being here, but if you're gung ho, then it will be down the street.
I think that copier is gonna be the biggest problem.
How did we get it here from the last place, from across the street?
Probably wheeled it.
Yeah, I think so. No,
Well-
we did have a small mover, I think. Didn't we?
Yeah,
It was a
I
fly,
think.
a
I don't
small
know.
like van they had.
Yeah. I mean, right, if you had one of those long, bigger hand trucks,
Yeah, I think it's from the tenant upstairs.
yeah, it's water running, it's
Yeah.
toilet flushing or shower or water running, yeah.
Cause I think that's a beast.
Yeah.
It's a
Is the-
beautiful machine.
Yeah.
Is
Or
the,
the
and the top drawer of the file cabinet, it still has stuff in it,
That's
correct? Okay, and do we have boxes to put that stuff in?
No, but it's small stuff.
Okay,
I can
okay.
box it up.
And are all these drawers empty?
Yes, they are.
Okay,
The water bubbler we'll have to either empty or drink a lot of water between now and then.
dump it down the sink.
Okay.
Okay, any more questions on, do you have any more questions on moving, Donna?
I do not.
Lisa, Bob, any questions?
I do not.
Okay, the donation to the Fred Richard is item 9. I did attend one of the virtual meetings, and I did get an email from Deborah Roberts to bring it, which I will do tomorrow, walk it across the street to Gilda, but she never told me who to make it out to. So I think if Bob, since you can, or Lisa can sign, no, you can't sign yet, can you?
I don't wanna be able to sign
Okay.
on the checks.
Yeah, okay.
I don't need
So
to.
Bob, if you'll sign the check, I'll just walk over tomorrow and I'll
Okay.
sign it, and then I'll sign it there and then write out who it goes to.
Okay.
Cause I have to pay my water sewer trash bill tomorrow, it's due. Tomorrow your water sewer trash bill's due.
Yeah,
guys,
I
if you
think
didn't
I
pay it.
paid mine, so good. Okay. I can't remember.
So I will do that tomorrow morning. Does that make sense, Bob? You just sign it and then?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
so that was for $250.
Yeah. Is there any update on that?
She seemed to, I think she may be having a meeting this week. I cannot attend. They seem to be on a roll. I mean, they're setting up entertainment and, yeah, they.
For October 6th, for that event.
For that, yeah, I'm hopefully it will be successful, you know? So, that's that. Okay, I guess the next one is the action item list. I really don't know what we have. Did everybody look at it? And everybody not fulfill their duty?
The only different one that I had was, you asked me to contact the clerk's office regarding, shredding.
Oh, yeah, and I sent you that thing from Abington Savings.
Right,
Yeah.
that was only 2 boxes at most though.
Oh, okay, didn't
Yeah.
read it.
But thank you.
That's all right.
I did contact the clerk's office. They said that they generally shred in October and to contact them October 1st about how many boxes we have. The problem is Peter was gonna look through the boxes
Okay.
and I don't think he's had a chance to do that. But that's the reason why I didn't bring those boxes down.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So what do you think that there is of importance if I take the time after this meeting and look through it?
There was one box of items from the landfill, and because
Oh.
he saw that one box,
Yeah,
he held off on
Okay.
looking at the rest of them.
all right, because he did take something out of it last time.
Right.
All right, yeah, we don't want to lose any of that stuff. All right, so I guess I'd be ignorant looking through the boxes.
But the rest of it looked pretty much like invoices.
Okay, all right.
But
You
it's
just have to keep them for 7 years, right?
I mean, these are from the 60s and 70s, so. But they're not my record, so I can't make that decision. So you guys have
Right.
to take a vote on that.
And one box, you think one box is junk and one box may be something that we need?
Right, and then the other ones looked like correspondence and invoices
Yeah.
from the 1960s and 70s.
Wow.
Wow.
We're still doing it.
All right, hopefully they'll do it before we leave so we can,
If not, I'll schlep them down there, but I'm
Ah.
trying to avoid that.
yeah. Okay,
Plus, he needs to get approval from the state.
okay.
Does the state come and look at them? Or I'm just a little
Right.
confused on, what is the state gonna give us approval for?
He has to submit a destruction form detailing the contents of the boxes, and then they have to sign off on the form. So that it
I mean,
shows.
if it's a box full, but how long is it gonna take me to fill out the form? I
Right.
just can't even imagine. Right?
Well, he just has to describe like invoices from the 60s to 70s, but he has to write out that, and then they sign off on.
Oh, so he doesn't have to say,
No, he doesn't
What
have to
invoices?
list. Yeah, exactly.
okay,
All right, so geez, Donna, the action item list is all yours, besides me. And I just want to double check, because I don't want to lie here.
Well, the other one was I stopped the cleaning service. I delivered the frame prints back to the library. I let the landlord know when our last day is. Had the sign removed. Contacted the attorney about this meeting. She'll be joining us later on tonight. Set up the internet. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Now, are we gonna need to, well, two things. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Yeah, go ahead, keep going, I just wanted to make
All right,
sure I
this-
sent this.
Nowadays, if the thought comes in,
Yeah,
I
go
gotta say
ahead.
it before
Go
I.
ahead.
I hear you.
Alright, so, did you ever, I just forgot it, so,
Don't say that.
swear to God, but, from the notes from the last meeting, did you ever hear back from the food waste
Nope,
people?
nope,
Never?
nope, never,
Okay.
and I still have the email, I haven't thrown it out. But the thing here on me about going for the firefighter statue, yes, I did write a letter on August 20th to the
Okay.
chairman, and I have heard nothing.
of the select board.
Yes, we can't even donate
He's
it.
been a little busy on another project.
I obviously, but it's just kind of frustrating when you wanna
Do something good. for the
donate
town.
something
Yeah.
and it's tough. It's like we can't do anything.
Okay,
It's like we can't do anything.
yeah, it's,
It's unfortunate.
yeah, unfortunate.
No, I want to say something else that's not here. When we did not the armory, when we did the train station with the lights last fall, I went and got the extra boxes, and there's probably 2 boxes of lights, so it may be 100 feet. Do we want to request and piggyback it with this statue? Do we want to light up something like the islands or a tree
Are you talking about for the holidays?
permanently? No,
Oh.
permanent. Like the train station, those lights are permanent.
Okay.
So it just looks pretty. I mean, we have them. Why don't we use them somewhere?
Yeah, I think
I mean, there's little islands. I mean,
yeah,
You mean buy more sets?
no, I got them, when the guy finished up, he gave it to Jaffoon gave them to Matt Cashon.
What-
I picked them up from Matt Cashon. 2 more boxes, Mark ordered too many.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I have them in my house, and I don't know if we wanna offer to put them somewhere permanently. I mean, it's starting to get dark. I mean,
How do they light up? Like, is it gonna
we
just?
can either do it on a timer. I don't know what they did with the train station, but they did a really good job. The
I'm
guys,
just
They
thinking
did a
for
great
the
job.
electricity usage, because
Right.
somebody's gonna say,
they're
whose
they're out
budget is
they're
that
out
coming
they're
out of?
LED, right? It would come. Right, it's not out of us. But what are you guys' thoughts on that?
I think it's a great idea. I think we might want to coordinate that with, again, just as
The
a suggestion.
firefighter statue.
Oh, just the firefighter?
Well, I might as well try to get everything done at once.
Right, but I think we might want to, and again, just as a suggestion, I know the Friends of Stoughton that we've donated,
Yeah.
you know, they might be doing something, so we just want to maybe coordinate with them and say, hey, we got some lights and, you know, or, you know,
Is
But-
that the name of
But the
Right.
beauty is, ours I want to be permanent. What they do will be holiday lighting, or Christmas lighting, or whatever you wanna call it. So
Okay.
I'm thinking permanently, do you think there should be lights in those two little islands? Cause we only get 2 sets, and they're not real long.
yep.
Or do we say, let's just do a tree, which would be kinda,
Do you wanna tackle the firefighter statue and I contact Paul Jaffoon about the lights?
we have to get permission.
Oh, okay.
And the, train station was under the purview of the town manager.
Okay.
Because the town manager is in charge of buildings, but the select board is in charge of the streets. So we need the select board's approval to do the other lighting.
Okay.
So where will you guys think that we should put these lights? For
The
year
island would
the
be better
islands
than
would-
just one,
tree, yeah.
it's right in the center, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, anything we can do to improve
Yeah.
the,
that center.
And if they're
Is the
lifted, and
center
if they're
lighted
lit
up?
up all year long, and at Christmas time, they don't have to worry about doing that area.
yeah, I think it's a great
Alright, so you
idea.
guys are good with that?
Do
Alright.
you think you'll even, I'm just like, do you
What?
even think anybody will answer you to give you an answer?
Well, I'll try again.
Okay, can we make a motion to have,
I'm gonna make a motion, I don't
Okay.
care that I'm the chair. I'm gonna make a motion to, ask the select board to put the lights in the island, or islands in the center of town.
Second. Any
All those in
discussion,
favor?
Bob?
No discussion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
and you will do that, Madam Chair?
I definitely will. Let's do another little pretty up this fall, because we can't really try to do anything else. Alright, what was I gonna ask Gilda about a lease?
A copy of a lease that we
Oh.
don't have.
Okay, I talked to her about that, and we're not really sure what one we want. That's why when we talk to Jenny, we'll find out exactly, because town council could go through a lot of boxes, and no offense, I'm not gonna have him go through and hand us a bill for rummaging through a bunch of paperwork.
Of course not.
Right. So that's that.
Okay, I'll bite my tongue and talk in executive session on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so, we have executive session minutes for August 14th. Did anybody have any questions or need to review them? Or anybody wanna make a motion?
I had it, now I don't know where I put it. Where did it go?
I didn't have any questions.
I didn't either.
Okay. Anybody wanna make a motion to approve them? Disapprove them?
Is it September 11th? No, I'm sorry, what was it?
14.
August
14th?
14th?
August
14th.
14th.
Good lord,
Today's September 11th.
14th. Motion to approve minutes for
Executive session.
executive session for 8:14.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay, item 13, discussion with Attorney Merrill regarding legal correspondence and tax exemption request. So is she gonna be online? This isn't gonna be an executive session, huh?
No, I can contact her now, because I think we had said, we thought the move talk was gonna be
Yeah, we're
longer.
a little 15 minutes earlier.
Okay, let me contact.
So should we, I have to keep the meeting open then, okay.
Did you wanna, talk about the move, and whether, someone reached out to Bashant Builders, or I know,
Oh, Bayshant, did he switch the keys?
Oh, I don't know.
as of yesterday, no.
Okay.
The other,
Should we take a recess while you're trying to contact her? We're gonna take a recess. We have to contact our attorney online and we're a little early, so we're gonna shut it down for 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
Can you who's the one who gets to shut it down? You doing it? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back, everybody. We're back in open session. We have online Jenny Merrill, our attorney. So we are back. So how are you, Jenny?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. We have a few questions and we're in open session right now, and then we'll go
Yeah.
into executive. Main thing that I guess we have questions on is the bill about our tax exempt status.
Okay.
You spoke with the town's attorney, but we never got an answer from anybody.
We don't have an answer yet. And the last I think I heard was Donna, correct me if I'm wrong, but he was going to have some answer after July, like 17th or something.
Right.
He was working with someone in town hall, and then I haven't heard back.
I believe it's the Board of Assessors. That's correct.
Yeah, so I have not heard back from him yet. I've been staying off of it, waiting for him. But if you want me to reach back out and engage him again, I'm happy to do that.
I mean, what do you think, guys? I mean,
I'd let it go. That would be my perspective.
just let it go?
Yeah, I mean,
Or, You know, Donna could reach back out too.
Yeah. But I mean, we're in September, we're moving to that building, and then at some point,
Right, we
We've-
don't know, yeah, we haven't
Right, so I
decided
mean-
yet. Yeah, it's just kind of frustrating because it's just nobody gets back. Do you know what I'm saying? He doesn't get back, nobody gets back, we don't know the status. So he's
I
really
know.
not making an executive decision, he's throwing it on the assessor's office, it seems like.
Right. He had mentioned something about a pilot,
Right,
and so I'm imagining he's going to propose something, but I don't know what it would be. You know, we've made the point that it should be exempt.
yeah,
so it wouldn't technically be that we're exempt per se. The only provision would be that if the town allows to set up a pilot program, and we could pay them, half of the tax bill or something to that effect, but technically.
Something to that effect. I'm not sure what exactly they want to propose.
Right, but just to finish that thought, we're not tax exempt then.
Right.
Okay, so that's I think the question that we wanted answered is we're not, but there is an option for them to set up a pilot program. We could pay a lump sum, and I think the assessors are working on that, and they're having meetings. So if it happens, great, but I think the question that I always wanted answered was whether or not we were exempt, and from what you're saying, we're not.
Yeah, let me pull that up.
Even though we have documentation from the Department of Revenue saying that we have tax exempt status?
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm just pulling this one up again.
Probably not in regard to property.
real property's different than,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the tax exempt status, Jenny, is more, if we go to Staples and buy a copy paper, we don't pay taxes, but it's not real property,
Yeah.
and that's the difference.
So why are we paying taxes on, the building over there?
Yes.
But if
Sorry.
we bought supplies and stuff and we're tax exempt, why wouldn't we be for the building?
Because the town wants their real estate taxes.
I have no idea why this was.
Yeah, I'm just revisiting the email chain. He said that he would have something for you on the 18th.
Of September?
No, July. he wrote, oh, this came from Stan Zoll. Zoll,
That's
Yeah.
correct.
the assessor chair. Oh, hang on one second. I'm in a meeting, William.
Can I tell you something?
No. No.
It's a little kid.
I'm an 11-year-old. I get it.
Don't talk to me.
Sorry about that.
That's
No,
all right.
no.
I should have locked my door. He said he was fine-tuning a presentation he had to the select board 8 years ago. Do you guys have any recollection of that?
None of us were here.
Oh, it wasn't a pilot project for the SRA.
Yeah, there was someone.
Oh, it was not.
No.
Okay, sorry.
All right, so that just seems to be another issue that we'll probably never see an answer to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want me to follow up with Stan Zoll?
Sure, give Stan a call, but Bob and I were probably at that meeting trying to meet the guy from
Yeah,
the solar place.
yeah.
But anyways, that's that. All right, do anybody else have any questions on this bill then about?
Oh, did you also want to ask in open session for a list of actions taken?
On itemized bill, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we
We
get,
sent that.
we got an itemized bill?
Yeah,
Well, remember invoice 807 for Perry Street? You wanted more of a breakdown, and then
we did that. I think our office manager, Molly, sent that to you guys,
Oh, jeez.
along with, I think, that same time when we mentioned that you overpaid the last bill.
Well, when I contacted Molly asking for a breakdown, she said we sent you invoice 807.
Is that was that the second version of that bill? Because we just expanded on the original bill.
I think
To provide more detail.
I
Let me
received.
look it up.
Yeah, if you have the expanded one, that would be great, Jenny.
I believe that was the last correspondence was that we sent you invoice 807, and at that point I went referred the matter to the chair.
Okay, let me find it. Okay, so the invoice 807, right, that was the revised itemized bill with more detail on the items. Has that been discussed yet?
No, I guess we have, can you resend it? That'll just
Yeah,
make
yeah.
life easier,
Yeah,
because
maybe you thought it was the same bill, because it was
Maybe.
just, yeah.
I'd
Let me
appreciate
read.
it.
But didn't Bob also want a copy of all the correspondence pertaining to everything on a USB? You had mentioned that.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Go ahead, talk to her.
Yeah, I was gonna do that in executive, but.
Oh, okay.
So, I'll just wait.
Okay, we're gonna wait on that till
Yeah.
executive session.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you get that one, that's good. All right, did we forget anything else, Donna?
No, I think. So we'll meet you in executive.
All right, so does she have to call in a different number, or you call?
Yes, she has the link.
All right, so we're going, Jenny, since y'all are gonna send us that, we're gonna go into executive, so don't go anywhere too far.
Oh, just stay here, don't
Yeah.
use the other link?
Right, we have to close out the meeting, and have the cameraman leave.
And then you'll have to log on to the executive session link.
Oh, okay, so I will sign off and then I will log back in.
Yep,
Okay.
yeah, give him a few minutes to get out of here.
And you have to make a.
Alrighty,
All right, we're gonna make a motion to, go into executive session.
Second.
I have to say why. I want to adjourn from the regular meeting because the agenda lists all items anticipated by the chair may be, oh, wait a minute. Oh,
To consider
okay,
possible-
to consider the possible acquisition of property for the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. If the chairman decides that an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the negotiation position of the public body pursuant to Mass General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 21A6. Do I have a motion to close the real meeting and we will leave from executive session?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a great night.